spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Here's a heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now he's looking to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback got it himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
With the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Blackwell. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. It's caught. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
With the catch, it's Davis. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker. It's Pittman. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Can't get him to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
To the air, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Back to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were... Curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many...
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls it and fires to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his...
Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Clark. Gashing the knee on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Noles line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Turning it on! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Going up top. Makes a grab for a big play. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense set for a first down play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He might want another play. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team. Because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He'll take the deep shot. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gators will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive from the 42. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He slings it deep to the left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And the Gators are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is in the air on fourth down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's White. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. How about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shakes off the defender. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here.
Black 14. Black dot. Easton.
Quarterback will keep it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the 1st down.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Gator! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the 1st down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the Seminoles get it past the sticks. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. To the air on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Now adjusting. They get to him as he throws. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet.